See how this second round starts us off with a Palma and an iron treads. Second round, but we can. Oh, Gardevoir, nice. Our full art Gardevoir. Be careful with that. You never know. Oh, Deerling, a nice illustration. Hey guys, Georgiasaur here. Another video for you. You know what time it is. Another referee. Why? Because we're going to be putting against each other two different sets. We got our base set, which is going to be represented by our Miriam. And we got our temporal forces. It's going to be represented by our Ghastly. So our referee in the middle. And obviously our two thrones for both of these sets. They'll be taken out once they are needed. But at this point, we're going to have both of those sets. But we're going to do them in booster boxes. So we got a booster box of base set and a booster box of temporal. So what we're gonna do here, 9 and 9. So instead of having a bunch of rounds, we're gonna have 4 rounds of 9. Have more chances of getting good stuff. Put the battle against each other, make it worthwhile. So we got base set, temporal forces battling it out. Let's see what we get. For this one, Mew is gonna be our helper here. We're gonna go ahead and start with our base set. Again, left side is gonna be our base set hits. Right side is gonna be our temporal hits. We've done a lot of base sets, so I'm just gonna go straight into it. Got our Smoville, Seviper, and Oink Ogle to start us off with our EX. Oink Ogle to represent base set at the start right now. But again, we're doing 9 packs per round. This is round 1, and we're gonna keep it going from here because right now Oink Ogle ain't anything big here to start us off. So let's see what can come out. This is a booster box, so we're assured more things than we usually are from these types of videos. Like sometimes we do comparisons of tins, lunchboxes, ETBs. We've compared everything, bundles, blisters, guys, so there's a lot to compare. Here with the booster boxes, you are assured stuff, you just don't know which ones it will be specifically. So this is one of a one-on-one comparison of illustrations, EXs, full arts, maybe secrets, alts, ultras, etc., etc. So it should be a one-to-one comparison. Obviously, there can be one that's more loaded than the other, but that's the entire point of them in rounds, to see what's worthwhile. So right now, only our Oink Ogle, which can definitely happen. One side could be 100% more loaded than the other, but it's not like we're doing all 18 at once. We're doing 9 versus 9, and right now, we're getting pretty close to the end of our first 9 for base set. 3 left here, and right now all we got to compare is an EX and an Oink Ogle EX, so it's a very whatever card. Got our Flitlil, Pokecatcher, and Pawmot. A lot of the cards here in base set are the illustration rares going up in price. Drowsy, pretty crazy, but there are also the Gardevoir line, and a lot of the good looking cards from this set are going up in price as well. So far so bad. We need our last one here for base set, our first 9, and let's see how this first round turns out. What does temporal forces need to go against? Just our Oink Ogle EX. So that means temporal probably won't need much to beat our base set starting off in the first round, but that means also that another round is going to be very loaded. So let's see how it goes for that guy. And at what round will that be? Will they be the same in that round? Will they both be loaded in hits? Again, we don't know, because we could be very unlucky in the sense that this one also comes out as a weak start. So we will see how that goes. But temporal forces here, there's a lot of ones as well. We've done a good amount of temporal forces, looking for the dogs, hyping the dogs up, but we also have our Ghastly, Gengar, and all those types of cards, so any of those will be good. A Raging Bolt starting us off, definitely an EX as well, but It's a very useful EX, so I would say that he definitely beats it out, but we're not doing that here. We're just making a comparison of hit for hits. So if it comes down to that we need to look at price, we will, but here right now we're just focusing hit for hit rounds. And right now we already got it beat. We got a full art Iron Crown, and it will be our first throne of the video as well, because our EXs we don't end up throning. But here, let me just move it around so we can still have our ref, but our Iron Crown starts us off. So already first round goes to Temporal just with that. But again, we're comparing 9, and already right there, we go ahead and compare those guys. Our Crown beats it out, and we got a Master Ball as well, so definitely the comparison there gets beat out. Base set doesn't have ace specs, but these ace specs count as hits as well, in the sense that they are part of the set. But we're just gonna go ahead, keep it going, see what other good stuff comes out here, and if this side is loaded for us, or what other side will end up being the better one. But already Temporal Forces takes this first round definitely. So right now we're just gonna see what else can possibly come out. And oh, we got a Gouging Fire, the gold Gouging Fire. It's a ultra rare, so definitely throne taking down. But that means, will there be an alt here in this box? There is a possibility. Just because you get an alt doesn't mean you won't get an alt, a secret alternate rare. So let's see if we get any luck there, because I know that Gouging Fire, even though it's an ultra rare, it's not the best ultra rare we could have pulled. So I think depending on if we get another ultra in our base set, we will have to be comparison price. But first round, Temporal Forces. Second round, guys, gonna start with our base set here. Obviously we're going left to right, base set first, then our Temporal, and right now let's see how this second round starts us off with a Palma and an Iron Treads. So even though it's just an EX, it's still 2 hits. This is a very badly centered card. You can easily tell it's way over to the left, but hey, them's the breaks. We got a throne worthy card here in our base set at least. And now we have something worthwhile for our battle. We got an EX. The EX is obviously just gonna take down with another EX, but 2 hits in this side of our second round for base set. So let's see if we can get something else worthwhile as well to make it a little more interesting, because right now, obviously, this is just the second round, but we can... Oh, Gardevoir, nice. Our full art Gardevoir. I'm going to leave our illustration up there, but we're starting off very well here. We already have 3 hits in this second round and a variety of hits, so we need to get that in Temporal to make it worthwhile as well in that battle. But got our Breloom and Koraidon, and we could also get an alt here, an ultra rare. The gold ones are ultras, so I just say alt, and it gets confusing where I could say alt as an alternate or alt as ultra, but I'll clear it up either way when I'm talking. So we could get an ultra rare in our base set as well, just like we could get our alternate rares. So hopefully, now that we have our gold for Temporal, that doesn't mean we won't get an alternate rare for Temporal. So let's keep the hope up. Right now we're just going already almost halfway through with our base set, and then we'll do the other half of our Temporal as well, and that'll already be 18 packs on each side, so you guys could tell which one is taking the advantage at that point. Got our Floatzel. Oh, there's our ultra rare, our Nest Ball. So we did get a gold, guys, a good one. The nest ball is our good ultra here. So we have a gold and a gold in our thrones showing off here. So it's just an item, but the nest ball is a good one right there to have compared to our gouging fire. But we got 2 golds front and center. Let's see if we get anything else with these. We got 1 more pack after this, and that'll be our 18th pack. This is our 18th pack for base set. We'll go with our next 9 for our temporal. But we'll finish off with Flitlil, Quaxley, and the Donzo. So this second round is a good one to get it. We got the temporal definitely beating out in the first round. Let's see how it goes with this second round, because we have 4 hits to beat. We got a full art, an EX, an illustration, and an ultra. So there's the EX taking out each other already. Our Mario and Luigi brothers going against our Iron Treads, but we still have 3 other cards that need to be put up against each other to see if it'll be even worthwhile. Depending on what we get here in temporal, I probably will pit certain cards against each other, but at the moment it'll be each for each, unless we get something that doesn't fit into the categories like an alternate. The alternate will change some things, so we'll see that when that happens. We got our Beldum, Finizen, and Bramblegast. We got our other one, and we're just gonna keep flying through, guys, because again, we've done a lot of base set, we've done a lot of temporal, and here we're just trying to see the comparison. Booster box for booster box, rarity wise. Again, you're getting assured hits at some point. Doesn't mean you're definitely gonna get a gold like we did. Even though this shows you we got 2 golds, doesn't mean that you're gonna get a gold, so be careful with that. You never know. Oh, Deerling, a nice illustration. Obviously, Deerling's way more than the Palma, but there goes our illustration rare with illustration rare. And let's just keep it going. Now we need a full art, and obviously we're not gonna get another gold, but if we get something like a secret rare or alternate, that is a possible comparison there. But we got our Great Tusk, Breloom, and Fluttermane. 3 more to go, and that is halfway with the video and halfway with our temporal forces as well. Okay. We got our Delcatty, Meryl, and Iron Valiant. Our last 2 here. See what comparison we can make with these guys. But I think it will be difficult for temporal unless something really good comes out. And these 2 are Iron Crown, and I'm pretty sure that just solidifies that base set is taking this second round. Unless we get something really surprising here. I think it'll still take it either way because we got a full art comparison and here we don't. But let's see. Tranquil, Haunter, and second round goes to base set. Round 3 starting. Let's see how it goes here. Again, we're just going by 9s, guys, and right now we have a 1v1. Let's see how base set brings up the heat here or just lets it fall down. We're starting with an EX, our Gardevoir EX, so 1 EX to start off this round. First pack of those 9, not 18, because this is our other half of the 18 that we have. So again, here we're going by 9s. We could have a very loaded side on either one, or a very loaded 9 card round. So let's see how this turns out. But right now, we got some good cards to compare. Again, the hard part here was getting an ultra for an ultra, and we did do that, but in different rounds. So the comparison of at the end will be the big one, but right now 1v1 for tied. So let's see if either they end up tying in a round as well, or they go ahead and beat each other and end up tying in total, because that is entirely possible as well. And right now it's looking like base set's not really putting up much of anything. We got 1 hit so far, and it's a regular EX. So let's see. It should be loaded on some other parts. We got a very nice looking Dondozo. I don't know. Different ways of saying it, but we are picking up the pace there. We got an illustration rare. I think there's space for one more of those bad boys here in this booster box. So let's see if we could get that. But very nice card at that point. Got our Shroomish, Clauncher, and Houndstone. Can make a lot of comparisons, at least with that, because we still have our illustration rares coming up with Temporal Forces as well, so it's not letting us down in that point. Mabostiff, Doshbun, and a Gyarados EX, so another EX. This is a Terra Crystal EX. Pretty sure Terra Crystals come out in the next one as well. So 3 going there, but again, 2 EXs, even though one is Terra Crystal. We could probably pit that against a regular illustration if we get 2 illustrations as a temporal one. But like I said, it all depends on what we get, guys. So you never know. This is our last pack of the 9. This 9th could have something super loaded that gives us the up here. But we don't know. We got another 9 after this one. But our last one of the 9, Floragato, Nestball, and Reverum. So we got an illustration and 2 EXs to beat. And going straight in with our Temporal. Not much to fight again. It is just regular 2 EXs. If we get 2 illustrations, probably it'll consider. There we go. Definitely alt Raging Bolt. I think it is the best alt to get in the set. So I'm gonna take down Gouging Fire, even though it looked very nice with our 2 golds comparison right there. Gouging Fire, it definitely beats an illustration rare and 2 EXs. So I think the round's already over. Let's just go and see what the rest we got here. But let's see if the EXs would have been knocked out with each other. But definitely best card to get right now in Temporal Forces. So Raging Bolt takes the cake there. And I think it just became very hard for base set to end up winning the video in general, but you never know. We'll see. We could always get something very not expected. Got an EX as well, so definitely knocking out the other EX. If we got an illustration rare, then yeah, no competition. Nothing to compare there. There's our code. But again, we could get something unlikely from our booster of the base set. What we have left, just like you saw, you can get a gold and you can get an alternate secret rare. So let's not give up hope with the base set. Let's see if we can keep that competition going. But right now, Temporal Forces has this round, in my opinion. And even if something else comes out here with Temporal, it'll beat it even harder. So nothing really else left to compare, but definitely we got to see what other cards we get. Because just like we got an alternate and an ultra, you can get a nice looking illustration rare. And again, these illustration rares are nothing to cough at as well. So our next 3, Iron Hands, Metang, and Macargo. And we got 2 more of Temporal, so we can go down to round number 4, last round of base set versus Temporal Forces. There we go. Maximum Belt. Again, these A specs are nice to get, but not really added into the comparison because there are no A specs in the base set. But it's a good little addition. It'll probably help towards the hit count. But if not, I'll probably just not consider them for that as well because it would be pretty unfair. And our Iron Leaf. So let's say definitely no competition. We got our Raging Bolt. Round 3 goes to Temporal Forces, guys. So let's see how it turns out for round 4. If it's a knockout or we have a fight going here. Round number 4, guys. Let's get it started and see how this one turns out. Pointing out there is a specific illustration and a specific alt that could bring back base set There we go with a full art, our Great Tusk. So we're starting off with a full art for this round. Again, we're gonna mix and see how the rounds turn out, but the final round is gonna be our final comparison of everything. So make sure to stick around and see how that goes. But there is an illustration and there is an alt in base set that can bring this back to life and have it be a battle instead of just a knockout. Got our EX as well there, but let's see how it goes for us. Okay, very good. There's our code and our cards. Toad School, Shuppet, and Quaquaval. And we're just gonna keep it going, guys, because again, we don't know how this round with hits will turn out. There's still a high likely possibility. You never know with what we could get in base set, but we will see how it shows with us. Because again, there are some cards that can make this a competition, but if we don't get those specifically, you guys probably already know which ones I'm thinking about, but I'm not gonna say them. But if we don't get those, probably the competition's already over. But never give up hope. I'm rooting for our underdog right now, our base set. But right now, Temporal is not looking like it's taking it for nothing. So let's see how this goes and see what we get with the rest of this base set, which we got 2 more packs left here. Our Slowpoke, Skidoo, and Klefki. That Klefki is actually useful for our meta, but right now not getting added obviously to this competition. So last 3, Palmo, Seviper, and Hawlucha. And I don't think we got it, guys. This is our last pack. Unless we got a double hit with an alt and a secret and an illustration, I highly doubt it. But let's see. Last base set. So let's take it slow. Grimer, Bruxish, Cacnea, Sandile, Torkoal, Scovillian, Winkogle, Crocroc, Greavard, very cute, Gardevoir, and Gyarados. So we got a 3-hit pack. That's very, very unlikely, but I'm not complaining. That made it interesting, but it's cool to see. So we got an error pack, guys, because again, these packs have 10 cards, and this pack has 12. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would have ended here. But no, we got 11 and we got 12. So this is definitely an error pack. And also, Gardevoir and Gyarados would have taken the last 2 spots at least. But we also got a Greavard here. So for our last pack, we got an error pack. It makes it interesting. It's a different type of hit that I've never seen either. And Ugo was also surprised. But we got 3 hits in our last one. Yeah, in base set, you can't have 3 hits, but we got a 3-hit pack, so it's definitely an error, because in Temporal you could get 3 by having an A-spec, a full art at the end, an alt, but here you shouldn't be getting that because we don't have A-specs. So definitely an error pack, guys. Makes it very interesting here in our 4th round, because that ended up having a lot of hits because of that. And it had 2 full arts, 2 EXs, and an illustration rare. Because of that, it makes up 5 hits. I think it'll be round for round here because of that. But let's see at the end of the video who ends up being the big dog. Because here we got our illustration rare, our Renucleus. Probably doesn't beat out Greavard in price. I'm just going to put the price there for you guys on the screen so you can see. But again, base set cards have been soaring in price like I've said. Okay, so let's just keep it going. Very cool. Good thing that I was recording, because if not, that would have not been believable. But we got our boxed order Sawsbuck and Feraligatr. Very weird. Again, Ugo told me he's never seen that happen either, so got something a little special there for that recording. But again, trying to see if we can beat out this last round with our temporal forces versus our base set. Let's see how it goes here. There's our code and our last three. It's a good thing I didn't do the trick either, because if not, that would have been a weird 3 at the end to see. Good thing that I didn't put them to the side or anything. Got our EX, so an illustration rare and EX. Because if not, I probably just would have pulled those 3 and been like, what the heck is happening here? So good thing I took it slow in that last pack for base set, so we could see that happening. And again, after counting, definitely, like it says here, you get 10 additional cards. Probably the energy counts as 11, I don't know, but still more than what it said it's gonna be. So there's our cards and our last 3 packs of temporal forces. And when I was looking at it, I thought it was weird, but then I was like, we got 3 hits, but it's definitely a weird occurrence there. Got our Biheen and our Incineroar, another EX. So an EX, an EX, and an illustration. Those are going there. Now we just need 2 full arts. Probably not likely, but we'll see how that goes for us. Our last 3, Melmetal, Metacham, and Melmetal. And final pack, taking it slow. See how this one turns out for us. Got our last pack, temporal forces. Snom, Mudbray, Minchino, Rockruff, Fortress, Full Metal Lab, Golurk, Mist Energy, Rapid Dash, and Raging Bolt full art to finish this one off. Good combination there with our alt and our full art. But I think round 4 goes to base set. Okay guys, so count it up. We got 13 hits in our base set, 15 hits in our temporal. But if you don't count the 2 A-specs, let's say 13 v 13, let's say those 2 go ahead and match up. But we're gonna start with our base set, see our hits. Oinkogel, Iron Treads, Koraidon, got 2 Gardevoirs, Gyarados, got our Great Tusk, our Gardevoir, and our Gyarados again. And our illustration wares, we got Palmot, Dondozo, and our Grievard. Love this card, looks very nice. And our winner for this booster box is our Nest Ball, our Ultra Nest Ball. We did not end up getting an alt there. But for our temporal forces, we got Scovillion, Iron Leaves, Iron Crown, Gouging Fire, Wugtrio, Incineroar, Raging Bolt, 2 A-specs, our Iron Crown, Raging Bolt, again with our full art, Renucleus, Deerling. Our Gouging Fire is an Ultra. We just needed this to be a Raging Bolt, and this would have been a Raging Bolt booster box, because our alternate secret rare Raging Bolt, definitely the winner of the video and the winner of the battle in my opinion, because in total, again, 15 versus 13, not counting ace, 13-13, tie there. But hit wise, we got a gold and an alt. Here we only got an ultra, sorry, and it ends up beating. So in my opinion, temporal forces, let's use this as a little symbol. Temporal forces ends up being the winner in that battle right there. But that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgisaur. Let me know what you thought. Leave in the comments down below what was the best hit, what you thought, what you liked, and go ahead and subscribe. It helps out the channel, lets us keep doing this kind of stuff. But that's been it. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.